He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a-blowin reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Stan. He really brought him down because he couldn't stand. The captain couldn't seem to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. A toot, a toot, a toot, the opposite, he goes it into the spot. In boogie rhythm, can't play no unless the bass and guitar are playing with him. He makes the company jump when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. He was a Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. And when he plays Boogie Woogie Bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump into the bar. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. Say do-do-do, yada, yada, do-do, he rolls it into the bar. He can't go no if the bass and guitar is a ribbon. And the company jumps and he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with Boogie every night and wakes them in the same way in the early bright. They got their hands and stamp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I am the company plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, Company B. That was the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy by the Andrews Sisters, and we played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with us. Oh, and your kazoo, or bring a kazooist, or a buglist, whichever, whatever. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. In just a moment, I'll do a basic tutorial of everything I just played. At the very end, I'll do a slow motion, close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want over 1,000 more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each one with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Okay, now, I didn't describe much in the way of my right hand because I mostly went along with the lyrics, as I'll show you as we go along. But I will show you the right hand in the intro. The intro, of course, starts with a kazoo intro, but then for the ukulele, it's just D6, of course, I'm just barring the second fret. That's all I'm doing. But in between that, I've got Zs, and there are a couple other places in the song where I do a Z. A Z is just where you hold on to the strings with your left hand lightly. So you can't hear anything like a note, you just hear the percussion because you got it on the strings lightly. So in this case, I'm holding them, right? I suppose I could just do it with this. I don't actually need the other fingers, but I just feel more natural to do a Z with all of my fingers. And then I pick it up and do that D6. So it's like down, up, D6, D6, down, up, D6, D6, down, up, D6, D6, D6. That's it. And then I go into the song. And again, I said jazzy strong with the lyrics. All I really mean to say is I don't have many pauses, but I'm singing with, or I'm playing, my right hand is mimicking the emphasis of the lyrics. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a bookie job and style that no one else could play. He was the top man of his craft. right? You can hear it in the voice. Top man of his craft, right? That's what I'm trying to emphasize with the strum. It's exactly the same as my voice, and there is very little playing without singing, so that seems to work. There are a few places where there is some playing without singing, and it usually has a little bit of style. Like at the end of verse 3, right at the start of that bridge, it's he was a boogie woogie bugle, right? I wrote out D because it's with a stop, right? He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. 1, 2, 3, 4. He was right? That's like a kind of a distinct spot in the song. And then also the kazoo interlude. The emphasis in terms of intricacy is in the lead part. So if you got somebody who can play a ukulele lead or a kazoo or anything else, hum. Maybe a mouth trumpet, right? Anyway, the idea in that kazoo interlude, I went down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down. That's what I did during the interlude, just to kind of give it a little bit of style, but what I did was so simple that it permitted the lead instrument to have more style. That was the idea. Hopefully you have a lead instrument. This is a lot more fun. You know, it's not that much fun without a bugle, this particular song. So I'd suggest play a different song if you don't have a bugle, right? If you don't have a kazoo or somebody who can do something like that. It would be more fun to play a different song, probably. But if you've got one, this is a blast to play. It's great fun. Okay, as far as the chord transitions now, you notice I had three different versions actually of the D. I played a straight D, right? And then every once in a while I did. And in a similar fashion, and all I'm doing, that second position D, it's a straight D with a pinky on the 5th fret, right? I do it by barring, but if you want, you can just stay on the D and place your pinky. But the idea, that's the place in the song where the bugle goes, you know, so that's what I'm doing. And I do the same thing with the G. Right? It was a top man at his craft. Pinky on the 5th fret. Except in this case, that's no longer a G, it's a G5. But same idea, 5th fret. Okay. In the outro, I go all the way up. Da, 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 da. All the way up to there, a 3rd position D. When I say that, here's a straight D, right? But this is also a D. 2nd position, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, right? Those are all Ds, all the way playing up the neck. So I just call this a 3rd position D, because it's the 3rd natural position playing up the neck. So, da, 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 da. So again, I'm going from here to a B flat shape on the 5th fret. It's another D. And I put that, by the way, all of these higher chords, including the G5, I put in bright red, because if you want to skip them, you can. You don't have to play those. If you're a beginner or you just don't want to work that hard, you can ignore everything in bright red and just stay on the D. Da, 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 da. You can do that. But if you want to have a little extra finesse, then da, 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 da. And by the way, at the end, the very, very end, that final outro, and Company Johnson, he plays reveille. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. And then I form. This is like a closed G shape, right? Down here, that would be a G. But I'm using a bar, right? But I do it all the way on the 7th fret. And that's a C, C sharp D, actually, but I'm not doing a standard. You could do that, I suppose, actually, but I think it sounds good up here. And is reminiscent of the original. They did something like that with their orchestra behind the Andrews Sisters. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I'm going to go briefly through all the chord transitions. There aren't that many because there's not that many chords. So I'll try to be quick about it, and then we'll do a slow motion play along. So, the intro I already said. Right? Just keep it in that position. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. I find it easiest to lay that index finger down and form that D that way, and then bounce back. You could drop a pinky if you'd rather, but I find it easier to do that. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. So from the D to the G, your ring finger kind of just slides up a fret. And then the G5 is just drop a pinky. And then you slide that ring finger back down the fret. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. Is in the... Now here's one of the lines where I said there was a Z. I'm now, a-blowin reveille. Right? I'm doing the A. Army now. And then I form the Z. And you don't actually have to move your fingers as much as I did. You could leave it right there, but I usually like to have a Z like in the middle. And that is a pretty quick jump back and forth to those from the Z to the chord. But hopefully A and G are two of the chords you get familiar with very quickly when you're playing ukulele. So hopefully you can jump to those very quickly. So he's in the army now, a-blowin reveille. He's a Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy company B. You notice all I'm doing there, from the D to C, the D6. It's a real quick thing, but all I have to do is drop a pinky and then pick it up. That's it. That is the verse. All of the verses. Some of them have a little bit, like the verse 3 has a little bit more style. A toot, a toot, a tootly-odd, a toot, right? But it's the same basic thing. Other than that starting line, toot, a toot, a tootly-odd, a toot. Okay? All right. Bridge is the same. Already went over the kazoo interlude. I think I went over the whole song. I think I've talked at you enough already. Now, it's a short enough song, and there's enough differentiation between the different parts. I think I'm going to play through the whole thing. Oh, and because I like it so much. I like this a lot. Thank God I had Beth playing bugle for me. She's awesome, isn't she? Anyway, I know no better kazoo player. She has style. All right. I'm going to play then through the whole song in slow motion, close up on my chord change. Well, I'll show both hands so you can see what I'm doing with both. But in slow motion through the whole song, start with the intro, play along if you think it'll be helpful. 5, 6, 7. He was a famous trumpet man from out Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was the top man at his craft. But then his number came up and he was gone with the draft. He's in the army now, a-blowin reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy company B. They made him blue oil bugle for his Uncle Sam. It really brought him down because he couldn't jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. Bugle Boy of Company B. And when he plays Boogie Woogie Bugle, he was busy as a bee. And when he plays, he makes the company jump 8 to the bar. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Toot-toot-toot-toot, diddle-yada, toot-diddle-yada, toot-toot, he blows it 8 to the bar. You can't play a note if the bass and guitar isn't with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. He puts the boys asleep with Boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clamp their hands and stomp their feet because they know how he plays. When someone gives him a beat, he really breaks it up. When he plays reveille, he's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company B. Da 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 da. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy of Company D. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.